Undoubtedly, one of the strongest heroes in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe is Thor, an Asgardian who is actually a god. No wonder he is that strong. We all know that Thor can control the weather and draw power from it, but what other secret power does he have in his arsenal that you still don't know about? Well, search no more. Today, we are going to talk about just that, some of Thor's powers you still haven't seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Warrior's Madness. Starting off with Thor's Warrior's Madness, a power which not many heroes or villains want to see. It is a formidable and sort of scary power you probably didn't know about too. Based in the Old Norse idea of Berserkirgang, just like in the legends, Berserkers were warriors whose bloodlust and ferocity made them feel invincible in battle, and perhaps with the help of hallucinogens. For Thor, this warrior's madness temporarily allows him to access 10 times his strength. Can you imagine that? However, this power comes with its own dangers. It is like a blind, senseless fury, putting everyone around him in danger, allies or foes alike. Even he himself is in danger. Longevity. Thor having a prolonged life might seem obvious for his kind. He is referred to as a god for a reason after all. However, the actual truth behind this is pretty strange. In the comics, he is more on the alien side than that of an actual god. Thus, he is not as immortal as you would think. Rather, Thor and all other Asgardians rely on the golden apple of Idun to maintain their prolonged life. Idun is the goddess in Norse mythology who bestows youth on the gods, without whom they would all grow old and die, just like everyone else. The golden apples of Idun slow down the aging process considerably, and they are the reason Thor has been alive for so many centuries. Geoblast, Thermoblast, and Anti-Force. 3 relatively similar powers. We put them into a group on their own. The Geoblast, the Thermoblast, and the Anti-Force. Powers that Mjolnir bestows Thor with. He is able to use the gravitational force of the planet he is on to create a powerful energy blast known as the Geoblast. And both the Thermoblast and the Anti-Force are powers which Thor possesses and are capable of destroying planets by either channeling or creating energy at his own will. Pretty scary if you ask us. Belt of Strength. One other powerful weapon that Thor has with him, also one which does not get a lot of praise and attention as the Mjolnir, is the Megangord, or the Belt of Strength. Yet another weapon in Thor's arsenal, keeping it on him all the time. Also borrowed from the Norse mythology, the Belt of Strength doubles Thor's strength, without the unwanted side effects of the before-mentioned Warrior's Madness. Pretty cool, right? And just like the Mjolnir, if the wearer is not deemed worthy, the belt will leave Thor in a weakened state. Therefore, Thor does not use it very often, and that's the reason why we haven't seen this weapon of power he is carrying with him at all times. The God Blast. The God Blast is similar to the 3 previously mentioned powers because of the source of their power, the Mjolnir. They all require it to function. However, the God Blast is much more powerful than those 3 forces, maybe even combined. The God Blast is a cosmic power, a cosmic force, that taps into the power that comes from within Thor, using him as a power source to deliver an immense power through the hammer in the real world. This power can be extremely dangerous because, after all, it is connected to his life force and has to be used sparingly. Otherwise, Thor can run out of juice. Thor supposedly used this power against Galactus, forcing the Planet Eater to run for the hills. And if you know who Galactus is, you will know just how powerful this God Blast power is. All Tongue. There are roughly 7,000 languages on Earth, many of which are spoken by less than 100 people. And while many heroes have proficiency of talking more than one language, depending on where they come from, and being fluent in them, Thor is all tongue, which means that he is able to talk and understand every language known to exist. And if Earth's languages seem like a daunting task to master, can you imagine all the languages spoken throughout the universe? This power of Thor comes with him being an Asgardian god and the protector of the 9 realms, requiring him to converse with drastically different races, many of which speak very different languages themselves. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the English is spoken by all races in order for the audience to easily understand what is being talked about on the big screen. However, in the comics, by the power of the All Tongue, Thor can choose in what language he will speak, and he can understand by whichever race he is talking to. Invulnerability. It is commonly known that Thor is an Asgardian and the son of Odin. But not many fans know that he is also the son of the elder goddess Gaia, aka Mother Earth. The reason behind him having such an affinity for planet Earth. Being an Asgardian elder god hybrid, something like a demigod, he has been granted immunity to Earth's diseases and infirmities, as well as resistance to extreme heat and sub-zero temperatures. You have never seen Thor fall ill or with a high temperature, right? In addition to this, he is practically invulnerable to everything on Earth. His skin is impenetrable to human weaponry and tools. He has also flown into the center of the sun, withstood the weight of many planets, as well as resisted blasts from Odin himself and many other celestials, and has survived without even a scratch, including a blast from the Doomsday Bomb. When all things are considered, he seems impossible to kill. The fact is that it only takes a lot of power, or magic to do so. Super speed. Thor is a god, and when wielding Mjolnir, he can travel at ludicrous speed. But just how fast is he? Well, to state the least, he is faster than the speed of light, which not only proves that he is very strong, but he is very fast too. Moving this fast allowed him to take down Quicksilver, and also Thor being able to track objects moving at several times the speed of light, knowing close to the exact location of which object or human moving at super speed would end up. While there is not the exact fact just how fast he can travel, but in the comics, it was said that on Earth, he can travel at supersonic speed, but in space, he would be able to travel around the sun and across the universe in a matter of seconds, which is probably due to Mjolnir's power of transcending both time and space. And if you need to know, yes, he even traveled through time, but only once. The Odin Force. And last but not least, Thor also possesses the Odin Force, which is an infinite mystical power that is wielded by the kings of Asgard. This force, named after his father, is a power which Thor has been bestowed with, despite it not being shown in the MCU after Odin's death. This power can be used for almost everything, from teleportation, firing energy blast, all the way to other formidable powers which could make all the 9 realms cease to exist, if not used properly and with caution. However, this immense power comes at a cost. After the user, in this case Thor, uses the Odin Force, it would make him fall into a deep sleep, also known as the Odin Sleep, with the sole purpose of it being to replenish the energy used for the Odin Force. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below which of these superpowers you knew about before watching the video, and which of these would you like to see in the next 4th movie, Thor: Love and Thunder, and why? And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.